Hi, I'm Tony Fleming, and this is Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Hey everybody, thanks for joining us on today's video. You know, the iconic face of this SUV, sport utility, 4x4, Jeep, classic, whatever it is you want to call it, comes with a bunch of different names. You know, if you're intimate with them, maybe you call them FJs, maybe you love the look of the Land Cruiser, whatever. This one in particular here, done in Heath gray, is awesome looking. We're going to take a walk around for a minute, look at some of the upgrades on it, see why it's a much better driving vehicle than it was back in the 70s. And I'll show you a couple small things too that make it convenient. You can drive it all year round. It's a great summer vehicle, it's a great beach vehicle, and I think that if you ever wanted a really, really cool something you could take the family or kids out in, this thing right here will do the job for you. So come on up for a second. So this has really been all taken apart and restored and done things like that. I'd like to show the quality of the paint, because you know what? A lot of times, you know, 4x4s, SUVs and things like that, they don't put great paint on them. This one here is really nicely done. Not only is it painted, it's wet sanded, it's buffed, it's detailed, things like that. And I think that you end up with, first off, I think are great colors on it, and outside it looks really, really nice. The chrome wheels add a nice touch to it. So come on, let's look at this for a second. So the chrome wheels, they're only they're only 15-inch wheels, but the tires are 35-inch tires. So with the body lift kit and the suspension lift kit, you're able to get these big 35s in here, and they look so good, especially with the flares, so the fenders. You got the running boards here. Now we installed these right here, and they're actually a little difficult to install and took a lot of time. We had to fabricate our own brackets because the frame is inside. And the reason it's inside is to make, you know, the four-wheel drive prowess of these things is pretty legendary. And the reason the frame is inside is to keep everything tucked in, the less things to get hung up on rocks and what have you. And you'll see when we look underneath here how heavy duty everything's, plus this one's been updated too, okay? This makes it a little bit nicer because when you got the big 35s on here and it's been raised, to get your foot all the way to here would be very difficult. So this makes it nice and easy where you just pop your foot there and you jump on in. This has an upgraded interior too. Check out these seats, really nicely done. Fender flares in the back. Now here, the frame's all been painted. So let's take a peek under here for a second. All been painted and detailed. Everything's been either rebuilt, refurbished. And also, one thing that we find really makes a big difference is this right here inside the vehicle has had what we call, I'll use the name, a rhino coating, but it's really the coating that they put in the beds of pickup trucks. And the reason you want to do that is, first off, it's an anti-chip protectant, so the likelihood of scratching a painted floor or something like that, and then having it rust later is eliminated. Plus here you can just hose the interior out of the car, which is really nice. You know, you take it out, take it to the beach or four-wheeling or whatever, because that's what it's designed to do, and then you just hose it out and off you go, okay? All right, so I left here the frame just so you could see it. So it has a full built-in roll cage right here all the way around, all right? But I left the frame in real quick just so you could see with the convertible top that it has on. So it's a brand new convertible top made by Best Top, and that's in the back, it's all folded up. And all you do is spin this one little wing nut right here and the entire frame folds down. Really nice, really easy, okay? I have it back here so you can see it. And if you want to, you just fold it up and put it in the back, or we may fold it up and make it a little bit tighter. But what I wanted you to see was back here, which is really nice. These seats right here are super cool. They have seat belts back here already, all right? You also have a bikini top or a bimini top, whatever you want to call it. What it does is it covers just the top part up there to keep the sun off of you, but leaves it an open air motored feeling, and we can put some half doors on it for you. It looks really nice, okay? These seats also fold up. You've got all weather speakers right here, which we didn't get a chance to see yet. Justin, if you could come on up here and show them that. All right, so we're looking around. You got a full-size spare. This already has a hitch if you want to do some towing, but what else too is you can add a little step right here. And the little step helps everybody get in the vehicle. It comes down to like that if you want it, okay? Like I said, rhino coated there, full-size spare. This moves out of the way if you want, so you can get in. It just has a great look from behind. It's just such a cool vehicle, man. Great eyes. Okay, before I do that, the one thing that I wanted to show you was these right here. A lot of people ask us what these are. Well, really what that is the windshield itself actually folds down. So you have no doors on, you can fold the windshield down and hook it right here, and then you have total open air motoring. It's really, really awesome. There's not many vehicles in the world you can get that to do that. And you can see the big hinges there. They even put the wiper motor on the outside of the windshield right here, and it's covered up so that there's no cables and what have you that has to be moved around so that you can actually fold down the windshield, okay? We got our big 6. This is kind of cool because it's all really original and restored inside here. Comes with a nice size radiator, a lot of fan blades. You know, this is designed to stay cool because I figure that you're going to be driving this thing pretty hard. But a lot of original Nip and Denso parts that are made these things really reliable compared to like the Land Rovers and things like that were British and not as reliable, and that's how these took off so well. You got your 6-cylinder here, which is nice. You got the big inline 6. Still got the carburation on it, okay? It's all detailed down in here. Heavy duty motor mounts. Upgraded shocks. It's got power brakes. It also has power disc brakes. This has 4-wheel disc brakes on top of it, which makes it really amazing. That's a big upgrade on these. Some of these even had drum brakes. And then these are old school latches that hold it down, just like the Jeep still. This is a great moniker right there. And just, I love the mug of this. All right, so this also has a winch, all right? And it works. We have the remote control inside the truck, inside the Tuff box inside. You can unwind that out if you get stuck or if you want to help somebody else out or whatever. And that works really nice. Got this big push bar. This is also rhino coated too, to keep it from rusting and keeping it looking good for a long time. All right, so the outside looks really cool. So how about we check out where you're gonna be spending a lot of time, and that's inside. Come on. All right, cool. So we have in the back, we have seating for 2 more or 4 more. If you want a little bit tighter, that you could get 4 people back there. 2 people up front here. All right, we got our trans here. We got our transfer case selector right here. Plus we have the instructions still on there, just in case you wanted to put it in 4 low, 4 high, or regular 2-wheel drive. And these are nice too because they came with full gauges. For instance, like you have oil pressure, you have a temperature gauge, you have amps. These have great heaters in them. Matter of fact, the heater is important because you know, when you have the convertible top, it's a lot of convertible top, and you know, maybe could get a little drafty in the dead of winter. But look at the size of the heater here. I mean, the entire area here is taken up by just that. It runs really well. This is a block-off plate where a radio might go, and the reason why is the radio's been moved into here. This is called a Tuff box. So what it is it's designed, check this out. The radio's right here. It's got a remote, okay? Also keeps the bad weather off. It's got gaskets on the side. And then if you decide to leave the vehicle, you just lock this, and then nobody can get in there and get to anything, which is kind of cool. Plus you can throw, you know, any valuables or whatever you want in here. This is the manual for the radio. It's AM, FM, CD, and satellite with iPod connection. It also has the remote for the winch in front, which is kind of cool. And then all those details there. And you can tell that the person that owned this before was really fastidious. They kept a towel in here just to wipe it down because they loved it so much. But I'll leave the remote in here for you, just so when you buy it, remember that it's in here, okay? Okay, stock steering wheel, nice and heavy duty, padded dash, full roll cage. This is kind of a big deal. You know, this is the safety of the vehicle. If this thing was to flip over and you don't have this in place, the only thing that would be holding you up is the windshield. The windshield really can't support the whole vehicle. This right here is here to protect the entire truck. So if it falls over, all you do is push it right back up, all right? Anyway, we talked about all these details in here. The one thing that we didn't do is we didn't start it for you. And the reason why I want to start it for you is this makes that great 6-cylinder sound that these are legendary for. They're really heavy duty 6-cylinders. They're built well. And I think that this one here sounds even better. So how about I start it for you so you can hear what it sounds like. In closing up the video on this awesome Land Cruiser, on-road or off-road, I mean, it's just cool. It's got great style. We already know it has legendary 4x4 prowess, and this one here, great colors, great looking, restored, so much fun. If there's a way that you could find a way to get this in your life, man, this is really, really a cool vehicle. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about the 75 FJ Cruiser.